There is no team effort with that. There is no team effort in thinking about you and yourself alone. There is no team growth. There is no growth when you're thinking about you. There is no growth when you're trying to figure out how you can take from other people to get what you need. There is absolutely no growth. So when you come up with a plan, ask yourself, is this plan going to hurt? Who is this plan going to hurt? And if it hurts this person, how does that affect me? How does that affect the person next to me? How does that affect the person behind me? And how does that affect the person above me? Those are things that you have to think about in order to become successful. You have to stop thinking about you and think about me.
What are you doing today that makes you better than the person you were yesterday? That is part of the Ascension brand. That is the motto, the heart of what we stand for. When I pass away, I want people to know. I want people to remember me, not for the time that I spent on this planet, but for the things that I have done to contribute to society. My mama raised a loser, but I broke the chains. I wasn't made to be a player.
Podcast for the Elephants. Always welcome. It is me, your boy Marcus Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack. We are in the studio for another one.
We are in two separate studios for another one.
That's true. I'm gonna get something going on in here.
I'm personally like I miss the studio days, man.
Nice. They were nice.
I miss the studio days, man. I miss like the coming together and like being in each other's presence, and like it seemed like you know like you had like a valid reason to party every week. Like that's how I felt. Like you had like a valid reason to party every single week, bro. But yeah, I'm missing the studio boy, man. We need to at some point get back to that, man. I'm looking forward to it too. I can't get this microphone right, bro. Like that's another thing that's like pissing me off right now. I can't like I keep seeing it peak on the scale over here on OBS. So y'all excuse us if this episode comes out sounding wonky. We gonna do the best we can with what we got, but with these Zoom calls, it's kind of hard to tell because I gotta monitor somebody else's computer from a distance, and I don't think these our dinosaur technology necessarily work that way. So we're gonna do the best we can though. But yeah, man. You were just asking me how my week has been, man, and I went to the point where I said that if this week wasn't the week that showed me that I ain't in control, this was the week. Like if there has been no other time period to show me that I'm not in control of my life right now, it's been this week here. And you were there when it happened, bro. Like I don't know if you felt the same thing, but like and you might have looked at it a little bit different, Mark, but we were in the same situation. And while everybody else was looking at it like, oh, I just got me a break and free money. I was like, yo, this ain't mine, and this could literally go south at any given moment, bro. So what am I referring to? And I ain't trying to get like jump straight into a topic right now, but bro, like it scared me when I thought about it, bro. Like I'm literally standing in the middle of a conversation talking to a group of individuals who was just like they was just chilling. They were just like, yo, I ain't got a care in the world. We ain't got to do nothing right now. I'm just getting paid free money for just standing around, bro. And I'm like, yo. So like right now, like, and here's what set it off, bro. Like manager came and told me, yo, somebody about to get fired. And I was like, yo, you right. You right, bro. But like, I don't know if you get it, but like if this ain't resolved in like in the matter of like of less than 24 hours time, bro, we all getting fired. Like it's no doubt about it. Like if it costs the company money, and they had to revert back to a certain restore the default. Like if they
Mm.
got to restore the default to save money, bro, we the first ones gone. I'm just going. I'm just putting it out there, bro. Like I wasn't in control, bro, and it scared the living life out of me, bro. And for those of you who not in the know, like I can't necessarily talk too much about it, but our company had a scare recently, and it shut the systems down. Like every building across the network was like pretty much down and out, bro. And like I thought about it in a way of like what happened to Facebook. Facebook lost millions when they were down for 3 hours.
Come on.
3 hours, they lost millions of dollars for being down for 3 hours, bro. And I'm thinking about like, yo, this company is bigger than Facebook right now. Like, what's about to happen right now?
Oh,
Luckily, it came back, and maybe I'm too low on the totem pole to actually feel that the singular effects of what happened, but it happened.
Yeah.
It happened, bro. And I'm still not in no more control than I was before it happened, bro.
Thanks. Oh man, that's yeah. Since we're so like, the since we're so low on the total poem, like that wave of, I'm not gonna say affection, but
despair.
Yeah, it's gonna take a good little minute before it gets down to us. And then like once it does get down to us, like we can't do nothing about it. Like it's
And like, let's be real, like with companies that big, bro, we might not even feel the effects of this until like next spring.
Like, yeah.
Like it might just be some random thing that happened, and they just automatically change the rules up, and then all of a sudden we just like, yo, why are y'all doing that? Like, what's happening? And for real, like, yo, like some budget's probably gonna have to get cut just to make up for lost costs.
Yeah.
Like, and for real, like where we work at, like it's pretty bottom of the totem pole. So
yeah.
like for real, like if I'm gonna go to my lowest hanging fruit and clip, I'm cutting them off, bro. I'm pruning. Like if I'm pruning, bro, I'm cutting off the lowest hanging fruit. I'm cutting off whatever is zapping me money, whatever is not a asset, whatever is a liability, bro. And I feel like that's the place that we in, bro. And I'm talking to all of my co-workers, bro, and everybody is just like, oh yeah, this is free money. This is cool. We ain't gotta work. We ain't gotta do nothing. We just like chilling. And I'm like, yo, I could be doing some. And I was pissed, bro, because they kept us there, bro.
Yeah.
Doing nothing.
Yeah.
I was pissed. There was no work that could have been done, and we had to stay at work, and we would have got penalized had we left. And that's the weird part about it. I'm like, yo, if we left right now, we're not even abandoning a job.
Facts.
We not even abandoning a job if we left right now, bro. Like, so, and you gonna hold me accountable for leaving when there's no work to do. You rather keep me hostage.
Yeah.
That's basically what they did. Hostage, bro. And there was people who were pissed because they ain't got no time left. It's the end of the year. They ain't got no time left. No time left. Mark, no time? Bro, do you know? Mark, the thing that went through my head, bro, when it was going on, I'm like, yo, we were born in the same world that the richest man in the world was born in.
Oh.
We born in the same world. And though our opportunities may be a little bit different, but we can all create opportunities for ourselves that look like the opportunities for the richest man in the world. We got the same amount of time, bro. We got 168 hours a week, just like the richest man in the world got 168 hours a week. And yet we sitting here letting a company, a job that tell us that we ain't got enough time to have our freedom. But then on top of that, we relying on them because most people, though they were happy about the fact that they were just chilling and they ain't had to work and they were just like getting free money. When I brought it up in conversation that, bro, this might not go the way y'all think. This could be bad. Depending on the outcome, we may not have a job tomorrow, and everybody just froze like, oh, nah, that won't happen. But when there was such and such happened, when it happened last time, I'm like, bruh, I don't think you understand, bruh. Even the human body change over time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And nobody wanted to face that music, man. So what was your take on it? I'm curious.
So I ain't even really think of it that way. Like I kind of just thought like, all right, somebody somewhere messed up and it just like, trickled down to us or whatever. When Courtney was talking to me about it, she was like, everything connected to, our job was shut down, even the stuff outside of, our regular work. So I was like, somebody gonna get fired like that. Mm-hmm. That's you somehow figured out how to shut down the entire network, not just for like the facilities, the buildings, but like
the entire thing.
Like
absolutely 0% movement.
So that's now thinking about it, like that would have been more than Facebook. Like that's not just its like, its main slice of it, the whole pie was dropped. All right. Not just the slice that they give to us or whatever, but like the whole pie was dropped. So yeah, I wasn't even really thinking of it on that type of level now that you said something about it. But yeah, like just thinking of like how it evolved, how the company has evolved over time, like they have all rights and all like room to. Our building is old, like and it's crazy you went there because the new person we just got, she was just talking about the facility she came from and how it's way different.
Way better. Probably way better.
Right, way better. Yeah. A production is
dumb high because they got the actual
the resources
right. They got the resources to make it happen.
Like she was talking about their, production value and rate and whatever. And I'm like, yo, we don't even touch that.
No.
We don't even come close. Not even our best players can touch that. I don't what?
No, bro. Yeah, bro. And it's crazy. Like, people don't and bro, like I had to have a conversation with some people like this week because everybody is afraid of this one little spot in the building. There's one little joint. Everybody is afraid of this joint. They don't want to touch it. Every time they see that they there, you know what I'm talking about. They see the amount of work going to that joint and they see what's going on with it, and they like, yo, I don't want nothing to do with that. I'm good on that. And I'm like, yo, yeah, like y'all some bitches, bro.
Thanks.
Like, and I hate to put it that way, bro, but like for real, like I cussed somebody out yesterday, Mark. Like I really cussed my man out, bro. I went in on this dude. At least like 2 or 3 of them, but one dude was in the joint, and the other dude was like in the joint the day before, and the other dude, he just complained about everything, and I went in on all 3 of them, bro. And I'm like, yo, y'all, like for real, bro. Like I was like, maybe I'm just too accustomed to real work. And one dude, he like, right. And dude, he like looked at me. He's bust out laughing. He like, oh, he's leadership. He'd say he's too accustomed to real work. And I'm like, bro, I don't think you get it. Like, it's dudes doing 3 times what you do in an hour in a day. And my man right. said, yeah, I did 3,000 units the other day. And I'm like, bro, do you know that's nothing? Do you know his jobs out here making people do? Bro, do you know his jobs out here making people touch 20,000 cases a day? Bro, and you tripping about 3? And I'm like, yo, and every single time, bro, like, why is my volume dropping? And every single time that I was looking at the situation, yo, what is it? What's happening? Do I sound like I'm fading out?
No.
I'm gonna get out of this. Because my volume keep dropping on my my device properties, and I'm confused. But Every time I went over to the joint, bro, it was messed up.
Mm,
Out because I was a hound yesterday. I was chasing.
right. Mm,
Um, and every time I looked at this trailer, bro, it was messed up, and I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I'm looking at the line, I'm looking at the shoot, and I'm like, ain't nothing really coming down that joint. It only look that deep right now. I'm like, what's happening? It's like boxes stacked all outside the joint. It's like cages everywhere. I'm just like, it's shit everywhere. I'm looking at the dude
mm,
on the inside, and I'm just like, yo, hold up, man. And I remember something that old girl told me, that you gotta sit back and just watch sometimes and see what the problem is. Like, as a leader, you
yeah.
gotta sit back and just watch what's going on. So I sat back and I'm like, hey, I did the herb joint. I put my arms up here, just watch. I'm like, yo, what's happening right now? I'm just like, I put my arms up in my vest. I'm like, yo, what's going on? So I'm looking, and I'm seeing these folks, bro,
Mm,
and I'm just like looking at them like, yo, y'all ass, right? Y'all ass, bro. Like they standing outside the joint talking. They out
mm.
that joint chilling. They like scanning like 10 boxes every 10 minutes. I'm like, yo, what is happening right now? Dude inside the joint getting his ass handed to him. And he's just like, he pick up a joint, he walking around with it for like 5 minutes before he put it down, before he grabbed the next joint. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is happening? And I walk over the joint, bro. The first thing my man said to me? My man said, yo, y'all gonna need to split this, or my man needs some help inside this trailer, bro. Bro, what? And all right, so why am I going there, right?
Mm.
People get so comfortable in what they doing, bro, that they look at the biggest problem around their level of comfortability,
Mm.
and they think that's the biggest problem. I told these dudes yesterday, bro, y'all tripping about y'all tripping about this joint here.
Mm.
Y'all tripping about this joint here, but y'all so scared of this joint here that you made this joint a monster in your head. You like a kid looking at darkness. You like a kid scared of the dark, and you don't
Yeah.
even want to go in the dark. It ain't nothing even in the dark. Everything that you've made up about the dark is in your head. So every time you go up in that joint start blowing up because you got a preconceived notion of what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Not even what it is. And I told Caleb, bro. I told Caleb one day, like, yo, this joint doing 30 units an hour. Caleb said, I don't know, I don't care. I don't want to be in there. I don't want it. I don't want it. Move me anywhere else but there. I'm like, what? I'm like, bro, the most the most we doing today is, you know what? I ain't even gonna go into the numbers of the joint because that ain't even important. What I'm trying to say is, and we've been talking about change all month,
Mm.
but here's the problem that I'm having with basic people, bro. Here's a problem that I'm having with some of y'all, bro. Y'all change what you want to change, but you ain't necessarily changing your mindset to fit and to grow past what you currently going through.
Okay. That's crazy. Cause like I said, we've been watching a show that's kind of like it. I mean, it's a drama. It's a soap opera or whatever. But like we've actually gotten to the point where you can kind of see the characters like developing, and I was like, she doing a lot better than she was doing in like the first episodes and whatnot. And that's how we gotta like treat life. You have to like adapt to the things around you. And like you said, people don't do that. Or if they do, they don't do it very easily.
Mm-mm.
Like like the dude you talking about, he doesn't like to play a certain game mode in games, which kind of like is the basic reason games are made these days. And like he won't come off it. Like
Which
he
game
is
mode is that? Because I probably won't play that joint either.
multiplayer. He
Oh
doesn't like
yeah,
multiplayer.
I don't fuck
He,
with multiplayer, bro.
he don't like PvE. But I'm saying like no, he doesn't like PvP. But he's a gamer though. Like
I just don't
he
like getting
likes
cussed
playing the
out.
game.
I just don't like getting cussed out online and getting called the N word by some 12-year-old white boy. It just don't. It
It's
don't tickle
not.
my fancy at all. Actually,
It's like about 2% of gaming. You only find 2% of that in gaming. It's not gonna be in
bro.
every
Every time,
lobby,
what you talking
right?
about, bro? Every time I play a game online, bro, that happened to me.
Stop. Gotta report them folks.
Oh
But
man.
but yeah, the people we work with, they've been like the same since day one, or at least since
I'm
we've known
talking the
them.
exact same, bro.
And it's like you've been at this job for X amount of time, maybe even longer than we've known them to, like, since we've been there. They've been there probably like before we have. And it
Yeah,
seems like they've never changed from like the people that
yeah.
have known them before. And it's like, how do you stay at a job for that long and you still find something to complain about, or complain about the same shit?
Yeah.
You've been there for X amount of years. You know the ins and outs. You know how they operate. What is the problem?
Right.
If you ain't gonna do nothing to counteract it or fix it, what are you complaining about?
Right.
You're still coming in at 7 a.m., getting off at 5:30, or coming in 6. What y'all come in 6:30? 6. Anyway, 6
I
to
get that six
5:30. Same stuff.
every
Same shit,
single
just
day.
a different day.
Every single day. Like my boy Dre used to say, same shit, different toilet.
Facts.
Like, and I'm saying though, Ma, like for real, like everybody
Hmm.
is you just said it. They come in and they complain about the same thing every single day, bro. Like, at what point do you get tired of complaining about the same thing?
Hmm.
At what point do you say, yo, this is too much, bro? Like last
Right.
week, I was complaining about this. The week before, I was complaining about this. The week before that, the month before that, the year before that, I was complaining about the same thing. At what point do I say, I'm tired of complaining about this shit? I'm just gonna get away from it, bro. At what point do I say that? And some of these people, bro, they complain, they come in and they complain about the same thing. Meanwhile, I got so much going on right now. I got so much
Facts.
going on right now. I gotta watch you, listen to you complain, then turn around and listen to the person next to you complaining about the same dumb shit. And ain't none
Mhm.
of it relevant. Meanwhile, I got somebody above me telling me what he think is relevant, and he looking at my problems like they ain't relevant because they not relevant to him. And I'm like, bro,
Mm.
do y'all understand how low on the scale your thinking is right now? Do you understand that? Like, yo, your problems is your problem, and you complaining about like your problem, like it's the world. And I get it. I understand it. It's your world. And if you're in your world and in your bubble, I get it. Your problem is important. But like some people, they don't even change their way of thinking to understand that they aren't alone. You are
Mm.
part of a team. And I was talking to Shemp yesterday, man. And Shemp said something real deep, man. And it made me think of something. Shemp said, like, I need people to stay in their lane. And when he said it, he was talking about people who were getting on the radio while we were at work,
Mm.
and they were trying to tell him how to do his job. Now, he ain't perfect. He make mistakes just like any other man do. But the problem is that, like, he got people in his ear left and right trying to tell him what to do. Like, he don't already see it. His job is to see what you see. Not only is his job to see what you see, his job is to see what everybody see. So you getting on telling him what you need and what you think needs to happen. You don't understand that it could affect somebody else in a negative way. And I was like, bro, that's deep, bro. Cause like every time I get a
Yeah.
suggestion from somebody below me, it's always self-serving.
Mm.
Every single time, Mark. And I'm thinking like, yo, every time you come up with an idea or some kind of suggestion that you think will make things better, it just help you. It don't help nobody
Oh.
but you. Like, I'm just being real. Like, it helps you. You come to me say, hey man, this need to be split. Okay. If it needs to be split, where we gonna split it to? Because if I split it somewhere else, then I gotta take what's in that spot and move that somewhere else, giving some people some more work that they probably can't handle, and we're less staffed over there. So where am I gonna split it to? But you want me to split it? You mad at me because I ain't splitting?
Yeah. Oh man, that's crazy. I didn't think of it that way, but I mean, yeah, of course, splitting it would, it would do that. It has a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no one. I don't think anyone at the job, especially the ones that do complain like that, they're always, worried about themselves. Like they never
Mm-hmm.
think of, hey, I have a team of, able-bodied people around me. Why don't I just ask for help? Like why
My God.
now that I notice, why don't
Rocket
why
science.
why do you keep
Rocket science.
why they come to y'all when I mean technically y'all not supposed to touch a box. Y'all do that on your own.
Bruh, and I'm telling you, when they told me that, bruh, like first of all, Bishop hit me with this, bruh. I hurt my ankle last week, and Bishop hit me with the, oh, you think the other PAs getting 24,000 steps in a day? Like, you really think they are? And I was like, yo, you just hit me in the, man.
Right.
He hit me in the manhood right there, bro. I had to think about that for real. Like, I was like, yo, for real? Like, I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
I'm doing way too much. And the bad
Especially
thing
the
about
loud
it,
one.
bro. And the bad thing about it, bro, I had the same exact conversation with Reggie before he left our building, bro. The same exact conversation. We both had the same realization that we both do too much.
Mm-hmm.
We stretch ourselves way too much because we are not bosses, bro.
Yeah,
we
Reggie
ain't
go
we not
harder
cut
than me, bro.
we not cut out for that, bro. We not cut out for that whip, that crack the whip at you mentality. I won't build for that, bro. I've been reading leadership books for the last 10 years of my life. Ain't never said nothing about how to manage corporate America, bro. I ain't never talk about that. And so when I'm put in a situation where man, here we go talking about change again. Here we go talking about change, because I gotta change my reality. I gotta change my thought process into what they need me to be. Because if I ever want to grow on the corporate America front, then I got to do what they tell me to do. But at the same time, we go back to a conversation that we had a little while ago about serpent mentality. Now I to compromise my own morals, bro. Now I to compromise everything that I am, just so I can put on a red vest. Come on, dog. Come on.
Thanks. That's yeah. I think people have to get out of themselves, like especially to realize something that you just realized, and to even on the back end, on my end, like our department could run so smoothly if people would stop, trying to focus on themselves and act and move like a team.
Yeah.
Like I know sometimes, people they don't want to deal with, that certain area of the job or whatnot.
Yeah.
But like,
but it's there though.
Yeah, you get 2 or 3 people in there at one time and it's gravy. It's flowing like water. Yeah, it's coming down heavy. 2 or 3 people in there, it's gone. It's handled.
Right. And I'm talking like 15 minutes too. Like, you don't need half of the time, it don't even take that long. Like, I'm just like, yo, and y'all standing around in front of the joint talking, y'all could have went in to help.
Exactly. But everybody's like, all right, this is too much. Right?
That ain't my goddamn problem. That's his problem. Fuck that.
And my thing is, that area ain't hurt nobody. Nobody has been sent to the hospital from that area. Nobody has been sent to, our little
No, I'm saying, because it's been places that I worked at, bro. If the job ain't getting done properly, there's a manager sitting back with a clipboard and somebody going to the office to get written up, bro.
Come on.
I promise you, bro. Like the luxuries that we got, and man, and Mark, people think that their problem is the biggest problem in the world, bro. And I can't, and there's no way for me to help them understand that, bro. You could be in such a worse situation right now. Your first world problem ain't got shit on the dude working down the street at the other building, bro. I'm dead serious, Mark. I'm talking you up at AC right now. You leave at 5:30 no matter what. You leave at 5:30 no matter what, Mark. I promise you at my last job, bro, they said that we were supposed to get off at 5:30, Mark. I still ain't get out there joint until the work was done. And that was when they told me the work was done, not when I decided that I was going to leave. And I promise you, if I left any earlier than they told me to leave, bro, I was getting written up. I promise you, bro. Like that's how it is in most places, bro. And people don't understand that. Like you got it good. You got it made. But at the same time, Mark, I'm just like, look, there's so many problems I got going. I come to work every single day, and I got to deal with the fact that I got to be there with other people who think like that. I got to come there and I gotta have conversations. Mark, you should see how much it drained me, bro. Like I wish I had like a HP bar over my head when I walked around through work, bro. Like and like every time I have a conversation with certain people, you can see the hit points as it like foul 580, like go 580, go. Like every time, like anytime I have a conversation with somebody, I wish you could see, like, bro, I'm extroverted sometimes, like. Good. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out that scale thing with the introvert extrovert boy. But I guess after I read the introverted extrovert, I'll understand completely. Shameless plug. Anyway, but I'm still trying to understand that side of me and understand what I can endure and what I can't. But the problem is, Mark, I'm an empath. So every bit of energy everybody gives me, I absorb it. That's the problem. That's the problem. I absorb it. So when I come into a place where the biggest problem is this is how much freight we're doing every single day, or this is how much freight we're doing today, and we're short staffed. And when that's somebody's biggest problem, I'm looking at it like, yo, I like that doesn't sound like a big problem to me, but you think it's a big problem. So damn, I can't ignore it and act like it's not a big problem, right? Like, or can I? Or maybe I can, maybe, but I'm like, yo, I got books to sell. I got books to sell. Like I got shit I gotta write. Like I got deadlines to make. I got places to go. Like y'all think this is big? And I can't get people to change that mindset, man. But here's the thing that I want y'all to understand. If this is the life that you choose to live, then so be it, bro. But you got to understand that there's a whole world outside of you. There is a whole world outside of you and where you stand at and what you are doing in your day-to-day life. And like you have people over you who, like, every single step you take, every single thing you do in your life, you have people over you who are that it's their job to inspect the things that you do. It's their job to oversee the things that you and your team are doing. So if you are acting like a singular unit as part of a whole general machine, it will never work. And here is the thing that I want to explain to you. I'm not talking about jobs right now. The conversation that we're having right now is about life itself. If you were in your household talking to acting like you were one individual and you were married with kids, my dude, you are in the wrong. Oh girl, if you're going out every single night and you leaving your family by themselves, you got your kids just in the house by themselves with no food, you are in the wrong. I don't care what you are doing, you are in the wrong. Like there is no team effort with that. There is no team effort in thinking about you and yourself alone. There is no team growth. There is no growth when you're thinking about you. There is no growth when you're trying to figure out how you can take from other people to get what you need. There is absolutely no growth. So when you come up with a plan, ask yourself, is this plan going to hurt? Who is this plan going to hurt? And If it hurts this person, how does that affect me? How does that affect the person next to me? How does that affect the person behind me? And how does that affect the person above me? Those are things that you have to think about in order to become successful. You have to stop thinking about you and think about we. That's the only way you're going to succeed.
I say with all of that, like people these days, they don't have a lot of compassion. It's very rare nowadays because it's like it's crazy. Me and Courtney was just talking about this. It's more of a tit for tat kind of ordeal. Like, oh, I've been hurt this much, so I'ma just, bump everybody else. It's about me. But like, you look at the richest person in the world, and how did they get there? That's what you ask, right? It's because it's not they might had like the most compassion in the world, but they figured out a problem. They found the problem that everybody is having, and they solved it. They found the problem that everyone else is having, and they solved it. And now they're making buku money because they made everyone else's life a little bit easier.
Right.
Just a little bit.
Right. And the worst, the craziest part about it is that most of those people, when they solve the problem, they weren't even thinking about the money.
Not at all.
They weren't even thinking about the money, Mark. Like, there's never, like, it's not a lot of people who you can like interview as far as successful people go, and they tell they say, yeah, like when I did this, like I was expecting to get paid. Like, I was expecting to get a whole lot of money when I did this. Like, for real, like you thinking about money. You thinking money is your biggest problem. Like, I get so many people tell me that like if I was getting paid more, then I do whatever I'm supposed to do. Like, I had a dude straight up tell me I ain't doing that. Like, it was his job, and he told me he wasn't doing it. And I'm like, what? He told the manager he wasn't doing it. I'm like, yo, what?
Come on.
What is your job though? He's like, I don't get paid enough for that. Excuse me? And what do you get paid enough to do? And he gave me some BS answer. And I'm like, bro, do you understand that you will never get anywhere with that mentality? And he was like, oh, well.
Okay. All right.
All right. Cool. I told my manager, I said, look, that's your problem. You handle that, please, before I get them. I swear to God, if I could fire people, bro, I would have been dead by now, dog. That's
Come on.
I swear to God, dog. Like, you got poisonous people in the world, man, that just they don't think about nothing but them. And like Mark said, man, the most successful the most successful person in the world is the most successful because he solved a lot of problems. He solved a lot of problems. Think about that. You solve when you open your mouth, you solved a problem, but it was just your problem. But you can't pay yourself.
They solved their problem by creating more problems.
And then you solved your problem, and you created a problem for somebody else, and now somebody else is going to capitalize on the fact that you created a problem, and then they're going to solve it because you created it, and so they're going to get the credit. When all you had to do was change your mindset. All you had to do was change your mindset. Damn, Mark.
You just made somebody come up. I ain't even know it. That could have been you. Look at you.
I'm telling you, bro. Like, it's been plenty of times, man. I done seen dudes shine because of that, bro. Like, Mark, one of them, man. I'm telling you, I done seen plenty of dudes shine because you will fuck up in life. I swear, I promise you, I've seen it. I've seen people like absolutely destroy a whole environment, and then somebody like Mark come through and just like with the power walk and the go, and everybody look at that. Mark is my man. Like, everybody bowing down to my dude, bro. Why? Because he solves problems.
True.
People want to help Mark because he's a problem solver. People do not mind helping him because he's going to jump in and he's going to carry it. He's going to carry the team. And then not only is he going to carry the team, he's going to inspire the team to keep carrying.
Let's go.
He's a problem solver. So when you come in the game and people looking at you like, oh man, I'm good. I don't want nothing to do with that. People looking at you like you the problem because you can't be fixed. So I'm gonna need y'all to get to a place where you want to solve problems, where you look at anything and everything that's going on around you and you like, yo, challenge accepted.
Yeah.
Challenge accepted. My life didn't change. And Mark, I promise you, I used to be one of them dudes. I promise you I did. So it's not impossible to have a come up. Because when I first became an entrepreneur, Mark, I had a revelation that I was a problem creator.
Oh.
I created the problems. I was the one that went to somebody and complained to them and said, yo, this can't be done. Every time they asked me to do something, I made excuses. Every time they wanted something from me, I let them down because I said that, yo, it can't be done because I had this problem, that problem, and I wasn't willing to do what it took to solve the problem. I've been that dude. I was there. So I understand that. But where my life changed was when I heard Warren Buffett say that I am not a wealthy man because people paid me. I am a wealthy man because I solved their problems and they made me a wealthy man. I did what they needed me to do. And who is they? Who is they? The customer. Why is Amazon successful? Because customer obsession. I am going to deliver to my customers and I'm going to make life easier for them. Amazon became a global phenomenon. Like if it wasn't famous first before the pandemic, Mark, I promise you, they were there, like at the forefront of people of corporations that was making things better for everybody when the pandemic started. Because all right, you can't get to the store, let us shine real quick. Walmart up here with whole storefronts and stuff. We ain't got no storefronts. We gonna bring your shit to your door. You can't get out to get it. You want to shorten the world on toilet paper. We gonna deliver it right to your house, fam. Because you got a problem. You were scared to go outside. Let me solve that for you. And people paid Amazon for that.
Yeah. Oh man, that if that ain't the proof right there, like you got to change your mindset to get out of you, get off your own planet so you can solve people's problems on other planets. If you bring value to another person, that's the answer to life. Bring value to other people, and your status, anything you want to do is just like at your grasp. And like we people can't see it. They I don't know if they don't want to see it or they just too stuck in their ways to be like, all right, I need to change something up. Yeah, I'm gonna come to work. I'm gonna do my regular, but let me try to at least make it easier for someone else. And then let me see if my weeks improve, my months improve. Keeping that same formula. Because I've heard plenty of times that, because a certain person doesn't get help, we've talked about him before. If he would just change his mindset, be a team player, he'd get the help that he wanted.
And he still don't get it, bro. He was one of the ones that cussed out in that conversation. I mean, bro, I ain't even gonna go there. But my biggest change, bro, was like I got tired, bro. I got tired of being looked at like the bottom. We were at the bottom already, bro. I got tired of being looked at like I was at the bottom, bro. So I started asking, bro. I went and asked all my leadership at the time, man. I'm like, yo, what do y'all need? Cause like for real, like
Mm-hmm.
you got plenty of people out here just, doing random picking, like just
I
OP,
remember that.
just
Uh-huh.
out in the racks, just doing whatever. You got plenty of people doing that, but like, what do y'all need? Like, what do y'all look for? Like, how can a person grow? Like, I'm looking like, how can I serve you?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all need coffee in the morning or something. Like, I'm really having this conversation. Like, look, I'm talking to, like who I'm talking to, Jermaine, Carlton, mostly just them two, because like the other dude, he, we could talk about this in another episode, but the dude who see the potential in the next person coming up and feel threatened, we could talk about that in the next one. But yeah, I was literally told that happened to me, Mark. Like I ain't like, but we could talk about that another time. But I asked these dudes, I'm like, yo, wait, what do y'all need? Like, I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. Y'all want something? Like, I know y'all don't necessarily have time to go to break and whatnot. Like, yo, y'all need me to learn something. Like, can I help y'all? Like, how can I make your day easier? Because I know if I make your day easier, Mark, you gonna make my day easier.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Don't go into it with the mindset of let me find out what I can do to get them to go easy on me. I promise y'all there were other people having the same conversation. Hey man, can I get moved to such and such? Because there's too much work in this zone. This stuff too heavy. This stuff do this. This stuff do that. Like I ain't getting, bro. It was plenty of people having that same conversation, but I went up with a servant mentality. I need y'all to get that servant mentality. Some of y'all too egotistical to go there. I went to my leadership with a servant mentality, and I asked them. I said, "What can I learn to make your day easier?" And for whatever reason, I end up learning everything after that. But it is what it is. But who was I learning from? I was learning from people like Marcus. I was learning from people like Alyssa. I was learning from people like Jermaine, Carlton. Like I was learning from these people who were all instilling values of success into me on that front. Like who are you hanging around, man? You gotta change your circle. You gotta change. You gotta get yourself around people who are going to show you that being a part of a team is better than being your own team.
Yeah.
And that's our time.
It's something we've talked about plenty of times before. Get out of your own headspace, get out of your own planet, and like, live your life, but also like live for people. Like it's not bad to be the last one served at the dinner table. We're all gonna eat. What does it matter that someone got it before you, or just be gracious that y'all came together and ate.
Yeah. Somebody need to tell Hood Dad that.
We having that meeting today?
I don't know. Ain't nobody saying nothing about it, man.
Oh man,
I sent Alex the joint last night though, but I don't know. He ain't say nothing to me about it, so I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, man. I got a boss of false though before we get on out of here. Mark, first of all, before I go into this boss of false, I'm gonna ask this question. Was this episode too long for you?
Nah, it wasn't too long for me.
Okay. You sure? You good over there?
We started about 7. Yeah, I'm good. Right around an hour. Right around an hour. We good. We good.
All right, because I'm gonna ask is a boss or a false move that the co-host of the Dirty Trump podcast said that he started to fade out at about 30 minutes of doing the podcast. I'm gonna ask her is a boss.
I didn't say a podcast. I said people talking. I don't do lectures, or it's sad to say because I'm a church goer, but I can't. It's
I can't do church, bro.
It is a struggle.
I can't do church, bro. I get the gist of what the pastor's saying in the scripture, bro. Like he say the scripture, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's deep. Yeah.
And that might be what it
And
is.
I'm
Like I understand it already. And then he be going into trying to, get to the other flock. And I'm just like, all right.
It's like when you read a book, bro. It's like, yep, I got the first paragraph. Like that was it for me. Like I got that. Like we ain't even got to go into the rest of it. Like I'm just gonna go apply what I read in the first 10 pages. Like, yeah, man. Pastor be talking for like 3 hours, bro. And I'm like, yo, y'all still ain't got it yet, y'all. It was I caught the Holy Ghost when he read it out the book. Like shit. Yeah, I can't do church, bro. Yeah.
But
yeah.
Anything else?
Nah, man. Nothing like as far as like newsworthy stuff. We all right. So I had to boss a false move, bro. But like a real one.
I did too. I've noticed something popped up, or something came back in style. It might be because of the weather. It might be that. You want me to say it?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
All right. So is it a boss move or false move to leave your car running unattendedly? You ain't in it. You ain't nowhere near it. You done went into some place. The car is still running. I've noticed people do that, and they also do it the same way, but with blasting music.
With the music, false move. You a fucking fuck boy if you leave your music, especially when you got the rumble in the trunk and you leave that joint running, bro. You a fuck boy for that. False move on that part. As far as like the car joint, bro, like leaving the car running, bro, I do that, dog. Like I'm one of those type of people. However, though, like it's a false move when you leave that joint in a spot where it ain't supposed to be parked. Like one dude that worked with us, bro. I seen him. He went to Food Lion one day and parked his joint right at the door, bro. Turned his hazard lights on, got out, and went to go shop in the Food Lion, bro.
Come on.
Like I was like, yo, that's some fuck shit right there. I was like, yo, I hope they tell your shit. Like real talk.
That's like we went to Walmart and we seen that, where they got that little section that separates
in between the doors.
No. It's it separates the handicap spot that's right in front of the door.
Yeah.
Then it's the little orange stripes, and then it's the regular parking. They parked slanted as a mug right in there. Car was still running, and I'm guessing they were just in Walmart, probably like shopping or something, trying to grab something quick. Man.
Yeah, that's horrible, bro. But recently, Alyssa and I said it on the last podcast that we were going to we had another event that's actually tomorrow, right? So we got scouted for the event on at our last show. And it's a 1-day joint. It's only going to be tomorrow between the times of 10 o'clock to 4 p.m. And we paid for the joint. We was like, yeah, we can go. We got another show where we can go pay. We can go get the last bit of the books that we have in inventory sold before the new year. Right. That way we can go ahead and order the next versions of it and start off 2022 fresh. So we were planning our trip last night as we were getting off of work, or yesterday when we got home or whatever. And Alyssa just happened to look at the map and just like see how far that joint was away, because for whatever reason we didn't do that when we before we decided to do it. Tell me why the joint 5.5 hours away, bro. Yeah.
Where is it
at? Bristol. Bristol, Virginia, bro. It's 5.5 hours away. But
going which way?
West. Oh, you ain't got 5.5 hours east from here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, where y'all going north?
But yeah, that joint in Bristol, Virginia, 5.5 hours away. And We looked at each other. Like I said, we already paid for it. It was like, so, and
You
all
getting
she
up
had to do was say,
bright and early.
that's 11 hours in the car. I was like, yep, we not going. Yep.
Not consecutively though. It's there and back. So you go
Bruh,
there, get a little
11
break.
hours in the car, bruh. So I want to know from
Oh,
you,
man.
how do you feel? Like, is it a boss or a false move that we paid for the joint and just decided not to go for just off GP alone? Like, we just like, yo, I ain't driving that.
I don't know, man. I mean, it would have been a dope experience. That oh man. I mean, is it like a big event? Do they
Hell no. It's their first
no?
joint.
Oh. I don't know, because sometimes first can be that could
Oh
have
yeah.
been
We know from
mm,
the joint that we went to in mid-September, bro. That thing was dead.
but it's in the air though, because it's the first, like you don't know how the turnout would be. So
Mm-hmm.
it's
Especially
mm,
during during this time period with COVID and all this other stuff going on, and everybody got to wear a mask over their cosplay and shit. Like, yeah, it's a bit of a weird time, but
mm.
nonetheless, we just looked at it and was like, just a unanimous, just fuck that.
Like, nah, we ain't doing that.
I was like, I paid $90 for a lesson. I'm not wasting my time on this. Look, for real though, like we done got to that point now, man. Like
Mhm,
where money's starting to come in a little bit, and you
mhm.
know we know what we can do based on the time that we have allotted. Like we thought that being here and catching up on our deadlines was a little bit
Mhm.
more important than driving for 11 hours for a 6-hour event.
Okay, yeah, all right. That's a boss move. Boss move that you didn't look into it beforehand, but
Shame on me. Shame on me. I'll take that. I'll take that L, bro. I paid for a very, very valuable lesson. Like if I'd never thought that my time was valuable
you,
before then, it was
you know
definitely
now.
valuable after that, bro. After I paid for that lesson, bro, that was a very expensive lesson, bro. But I paid
Right.
for that. Like that was I was just like, oh yeah. Like I mean, like it was like it wasn't even a brainer, bro. Like we just like looked at
Mm.
each other. She was like, oh, it's 5.5 hours. And I was like, to what? She was like, to the thing that we got to do Saturday. I'm like, huh? Why didn't we know that? She was like,
Why didn't
I
we
don't
know?
know. Like we were excited to do it, and you had a plan to sell the rest of the books. I don't know. I don't really know why that happened. I looked at her. She looked at me. I was like, yeah. She said it's 11 and a half hours. I was like,
Man, might as well say 12 because you gotta stop for food.
we don't be doing that. We keep food in the car, bro.
Oh, okay. All
Oh
right,
yeah,
all right.
we straight shooters. We don't do all that stopping and stuff. All right, fuck around and pee in the Gatorade bottle if I need to. But anyway, only when they ain't got company in the car. But yeah, man, she said this is 11 and a half hours though. I'm like, yeah,
That's
so cancel that. We staying at home.
yeah, yeah.
What you got going
Boss
on,
move,
man?
boss move. Um, so I got a couple of things I got to finish up over here as well. Um, Making some 3D art. I got to put some textures on that.
Yes, yes.
Got to finish writing. That's about it. All right, so I'm gonna try, or I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get Morton's Castle.
Yeah, you
Uh,
can't pay bills with trash.
yeah. I'm gonna get Morton's Castle up by the end of the year. Or at least put the things in motion to get that up. And then I'm gonna try to make like a social media page for that, and then kind of like flood that with everything I got going on where it be the 3D arts, the 3D designs,
Yeah.
the gaming, and all that good stuff.
So you don't already have a Morton's Castle joint for like Facebook where you like where you do your streams for Morton's Castle, right?
Yeah, that's gonna be up on the Morton's Castle.
Okay.
And then I was thinking, just a wild thought. We could talk about that afterwards of NFT design, kind of based around that name. Yeah, that's about it. Ooh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Invested in some cryptocurrencies.
Oh, dope.
Trying to, figure out the game on how to just invest in to stuff that's like selling for real low right now and has the potential to blow up later down the line. Been getting into the NFT scene, just learning stuff about that. Trying to get some other streams of income established and whatnot. So doing a little research, doing a little working here and there,
Dope,
What about
man.
you, sir?
Dope, man. For right now, we're just finishing up the second edition of the Gem State Siege. Finally went through it with a fine tooth comb and found some of the issues that were in it and realized that I put a lot of faith in technology to help me get some of the things out of that book that were in there. So now I've realized that it's going to take an actual human to go through and finish working through the rest of it, that stuff that shouldn't have happened in the first place. Grammarly is trash, by the way.
Come on.
I ain't even gonna go there. But anyway, it was a lot of user mistakes too. So, but you live and you learn. And with practice you get experience, and with the experience you get knowledge. So
let's go.
So but yeah, the Gem State Siege should be done by or redone by this weekend, and there will be a flash sale for the Gem State Siege for the remainder of the year. The Gem State Siege will be free up until January the 5th, so people can go ahead and download that. Links will be going out for that, as well as the promotions for that. Like, bro, I pulled out the camera last week and we took some fire ass pictures, bro. Like, I'm talking fire ass book promo pictures, bro. Like for Christmas. Man, them things were sexy. So we'll be posting those out and doing a few ads around different marketplaces and market spaces and trying to get promote the Gem State Siege, because that book will be free for download for people who are fans of that genre. So yeah, man, looking to bring some attention to the Aether universe in the new year.
Okay. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, y'all heard it from us. This has been the Dirty Trunk podcast, where the elephant is always welcome. It is me, your boy, Mark Morton. Always here with me is the Aaron Mack, and we're going to sign out after. Y'all remember that those who shy away from addressing the elephant in the room are doomed to carry the weight of it. All right, this has been us. We love y'all. Peace.
Love you. See you next week.